We're talking about play dates and play groups, tips for planning play dates, tips for planning play groups, and also some fun ideas that will keep kiddos and moms having fun at the play dates. So let's start with just play dates. And when I talk about a play date, I mean one-on-one interaction with another child. So when planning a play date, it's really important to think about timing and making sure that an initial play date, especially a first-time visit, isn't too long. So typically an hour to an hour and a half is a good time to plan the play date. Also, try to avoid having the play date over a mealtime, at least for first-time visitors. Mealtime can often be stressful for kids, depending on what kinds of foods they like and don't like. So we want to make sure that our guest feels as comfortable as possible during their stay. And that's another important thing to think about, is check in with your little guest during their visit. Ask them if they need anything. Your own child knows your house very well, but somebody who hasn't been there before might not want to ask where the bathroom is or might feel uncomfortable. So checking in with them from time to time is a really important thing to do to make sure everybody's comfortable and happy. When I host a play date, I like to plan 3 structured things for the kids to do. And then I like to lead them from one station to the next. I want to start by talking about kind of a crafty or manipulative activity, like these Play-Doh trays I have right here. So what I've done is take just a plastic plate and put a few different colors of Play-Doh on there. And then I also put some utensils, which is great for molding and shaping the Play-Doh. And then I added a couple bowls with some fun items to decorate the Play-Doh with. Notice I have 2 trays here, and that's because each child should have their own set of items, especially younger children. Often they play parallel to each other, they don't interact. So making sure everybody has their own parts is a really important thing to be successful with a play date like this. Another great idea for play dates is to simply put out a collection of building toys or manipulatives for the kids to use. I really like this product called Squigs. It's a suction building toy, and it's really open-ended and creative. It's also very colorful and has a great feel to it, a tactile feel that kids will really like. This toy is great for kids ages probably 3+, because you do have to line up the suction, but it's lots and lots of fun, and there's no end to what they can build with it. Just yesterday, my son was building with these, and he said, "Come look, I made a light bulb factory," and sure enough, it looked like a light bulb factory. So it's lots of fun. The thing that these squigs are on is actually one of my very, very favorite things. It's called the Lay and Go. And actually, when you're done playing, you simply cinch it closed and you're all cleaned up. So having a spot for kids to put all of the items that they're playing with will help make cleanup a lot easier. And also, again, you more willing to host a play date. So actually, all of the things I've talked about here, you can find out more information by visiting our website, and we'll link you to these and other great things for hosting a play date. Let's move on to talking about play groups. Play groups, planning and hosting, can often be stressful because of the amount of children and parents that are coming to your home. It's typically a larger group. So I'm going to talk today about how to prepare for that and some different ideas that you can have for making those play groups more fun and stress-free, hopefully. The first thing I want to talk about is creating a bin like I've created here with some everyday resources that we need for cleanup or mini emergencies. A fun idea is to actually host kind of a play group that's a swap. So you could think of a different theme. For example, everybody could bring a gently used book. I've got a pile here of gently used books that I found in my own family room just last night. For the moms, think about hosting a recipe swap. Everybody picks a favorite recipe, and it can be a recipe that's great for grown-ups or a recipe that every kid will eat. You could even, if you're daring, host a toy swap. So this could get dicey, but kids bring in a gently used toy. They're the ones who choose it, so they're fine with giving it up. And then simply have kiddos at the playgroup draw a number. However many kids you have in the playgroup, everybody draws a number, and then the number 1 gets to pick first, number 2 gets to pick next. It's a really great way to teach kids about being resourceful and reusing things. Just because they're done with something, it still is really great for somebody else. It's also a great way to to encourage kids to share. And then also the whole aspect of drawing the numbers and choosing the toy teaches kids that they're not always going to be first, or they might not get the exact toy they wanted, but still they're getting a great new plaything. For special or longer play dates, why not plan a themed play date? So you could pick a theme like camping or beach, anything that has a certain kind of food that goes with it, or some fun aspects to it. On a beach theme, you could just simply lay out beach towels in your living room and the kids could have a picnic lunch right on their beach towel. Anything that can be done outside can be done inside. Anything that can be done inside can be done outside. When planning a campout theme, I love the idea of setting up a little tent right in the house. And one reason I love setting up a tent in the house is kids can play with toys inside the tent, which means the toys stay inside the tent. Themed playdates don't have to be hard to plan. Any small touch can make them more fun. Like, why not make s'mores and have them eat them inside in the tent? To learn more about the ideas I shared with you here today and all of these great products, visit our website.